Nowadays, global warming is a very discussed topic. It has been one of the major environmental issues since the 20th century with the increase of the emission of certain gases. The burning of fossil fuels and certain agricultural practices cause the emission of carbon dioxide, methane, or nitrous oxide that trap heat on the atmosphere and don't let them go into outer space. This way, the planet Earth is continuously keeping heat that is unnecessary, and therefore we have been experiencing a rise of the global temperature. This is what we call the greenhouse effect, that is the engine of the global warming. Moreover, this is also aggravated by deforestation. Trees are able to turn carbon dioxide, one of the main global warming gases, into oxygen, a gas that is used by all of us and that is not harmful for the environment, because of the photosynthesis. However, what the human being has struggled with is how to balance the environmental harm with economic benefits that deforestation and fossil fuels exploration provides. The most direct consequence of global warming is the increase of temperature of the surface. Firstly, let's look at this graph made by NASA that represents that same increase. The black dotted line is the annual meaning and the solid red line is the 5-year meaning. The green bars are uncertainty estimates.
However, the real question here is what happens when the world becomes hotter. One of the consequences is the melt of ice caps. The wildlife researcher Martin Hobart noticed that since mid-1980s, with less ice, there is less fish and polar bears have gotten much more skinnier. Ian Sterling, a polar bear biologist who found a similar situation at Hudson Bay, says that polar bears may disappear if the ice disappears. You can also check a very much comparable situation happening with penguins in the South Pole. The researcher Bill Fraser noticed that breeding pairs have decreased from 32,000 to 11,000 in 30 years due to global warming. Consequently, because of the melting of ice caps, the sea levels are rising very fast. This graph shows us the variation of sea levels from 1870 to 1990. This other graph shows us the increase of the sea level from 1992 to 2016, and it concludes that water have been rising their level 3 millimeters per year. However, if the global warming persists, the levels of the ocean will augment much more. Another consequence of the global warming is the migration of species to northern regions. There are a lot of butterflies and foxes that are obligated to migrate to colder regions in order to survive. And not just species that live on very cold environments. Even living beings that live on savanna may have to migrate in the search for water and food because their old habitat is now dry. Moreover, there are species that depend on each other and that may not be able to cooperate anymore. For example, flowers blooming before their pollinating insects become active.
Last but not least, there will certainly be more droughts and more hurricanes that will cause massive damage to ecosystems all around the world. Finally, we can also expect the development of certain viruses, like Zika or malaria, that are transmissible through mosquitoes, because mosquitoes prefer hotter temperature, so they are going to expand to regions that did not used to be suitable for their survival, and so these viruses will also spread more widely.
This map shows us the present distribution of malaria throughout the world with the orange areas, and the predictable spread of the disease in 2050 with the red areas. This shows us that malaria is going to spread because of the global warming.
From the melting of ice caps to the destruction of forests due to droughts, millions of habitats will be destroyed, and certainly the species that live on them will suffer. To conclude, we can expect our planet's ecosystem to change a lot if nothing is done about global warming.